For a marketing executive, it is incredibly easy to mistake the frantic spinning of plates for actual strategic success. You focus on the sheer volume of activity, the number of blogs published, the social media posts scheduled, and the weekly emails sent. But the high-volume activity rarely matches the quantitative reality. While the effort bars keep rising, your organic traffic has plateaued, and your conversion rates are completely stagnant. That disconnect is manageable until you see a specific date circled on your calendar, an annual board review, the day you have to explain the lack of results. In an instant, the reckoning transforms an abstract failure into a terrifyingly concrete deadline. You can no longer hide behind a busy schedule. Focusing on surface-level metrics allows a team to sidestep the hard truths. It is easier to publish another post than it is to look at the systemic failures in the strategy itself. To survive the review, you have to abandon the comfort of vanity metrics and expose the actual diagnostic data buried beneath the activity. The first stage of this teardown focuses on the deepest structural layer, your backlink profile. If your profile is built on thousands of low-quality, spammy links, you've built a house of cards. It offers the illusion of density, but possesses no actual structural strength. Search algorithms look for authority. A few powerful links consistently outrank thousands of weak ones. Building a real foundation requires digital PR and value-driven guest posting. You are looking for genuine authority, which cannot be automated or bought in bulk. In a digital ecosystem, foundational authority must be structurally sound to support any growth that follows. You cannot fake the weight of a high-quality link. Once the foundation is addressed, we have to examine the framing, your content creation strategy. Publishing generic articles into a crowded market is essentially shouting into a content void. Without a specific framework, your posts are just noise. The goal is topical authority. This is achieved by mapping out every specific subtopic in your niche to build a web of interconnected expertise, rather than a list of random titles. True market presence is an undeniable web of knowledge. It is the result of a deliberate architecture, not a hopeful publishing schedule. Finally, we have to look at the front door, the experience of a user once they actually arrive at your site. Too often, users find no clear path. They scroll through blank planes of information with no reason to act and no logical next step. This paralysis is caused by a total lack of conversion rate optimization. You've built the house, but you've forgotten to tell anyone how to enter. The failure is in the absence of a clear call to action. You aren't guiding the user, you're leaving them to wander. Marketers often avoid asking for a sale because introducing friction feels risky. It feels safer to let the user browse indefinitely without ever making a demand. But by choosing that safety, you are actively engineering your own failure. A user who isn't guided toward a decision will almost always choose inaction. When you synthesize these failures, the weak links, the scattered content, and the passive conversion paths, they point to a strategy that is too comfortable with being passive. Breaking this illusion requires a shift toward urgency. It means deciding that the difficult structural overhauls you've been deferring for months are now immediate survival imperatives. Your true enemy isn't a rival competitor. It is the customer's own inaction. If you give them a reason to wait, they will take it. The companies that win are the ones that force a move. They combine uncompromising SEO mechanics with clear, immediate calls to action that require the buyer to act now. That date on the calendar hasn't moved. The time available to make these foundational shifts is rapidly disappearing. You can no longer outrun your strategy. You must proactively fix your digital pillars today, or simply mark time until your circled date inevitably arrives.